What's up, fam? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Phil Sarpon. This is Phil's Guide to PsyD. This channel is dedicated to all things psychology, wellness, and graduate school. Today, we're going to be talking about what I've been doing as a research assistant. For anyone that's interested in clinical psychology and perhaps you're applying to graduate school, you might be looking into a research assistant job as a part-time job for graduate school. I do have to say that is a great option for you. I have had a wonderful experience as a research assistant. I have learned so much about research and also actually just been working alongside my faculty director in terms of my dissertation as well. So I think hopefully this video will provide you a few glimpses of what it could look like as a research assistant in graduate school. Now, if you're like me, when I got into graduate school, I wasn't really sure what research assisting looked like in graduate school. I had done some research work in undergrad and a little bit in high school, but honestly, in terms of an actual graduate program doing research, I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do. So for anyone that doesn't know what a research assistant is, I'm just going to list off a few things that a research assistant might do in a potential psychology lab. So overall, research assistants are going to conduct literature reviews, they're going to collect and analyze data, they might prepare materials for submission to granting agencies and foundations, they might prepare interview questions, they could also recruit and/or interview subjects. The other thing is that they might provide ready access to all experimental data for the faculty researcher or their supervisor. They might prepare, maintain, and update website materials for the school and for the program. They might attend project meetings, attend area seminars, and other meetings as necessary. One of the things too is that they might summarize project results as well as prepare progress reports for their faculty member and other funding agencies and monitor the project budget. So as you can see, those are a number of things that a research assistant might do in a potential clinical psychology lab. So if you're looking into graduate school, you might be trying to figure out what exactly you're going to do. And it probably will be different from school to school, but I do think there are going to be some similar themes that all research assistants are going to do in terms of working for their faculty member. One of the things that I have done for my faculty member is I have done a ton of editing. So basically what that means is that at the appendix of their book or their article, I might collect all of the author's information and put them in alphabetical order. I might collect information about each author in terms of their school, their position, where they are currently, or whatever else my faculty member might want me to include. So I'm doing a lot of editorial work, I'm doing a lot of editing in terms of their materials and their articles. I might do some things that involve chapter organization, collecting references, editing abstracts, collecting research for publishing, editing summaries of different articles, writing, and even contacting authors for getting their signatures for publishing. In fact, one of the things that I've been currently doing is that I've been collecting data from potential research study participants by conducting interviews, providing questionnaires and tests, as well as extracting data from different health and medical records. Now, it's been really cool. I'm currently actually taking my second stats course and I'm learning about different programs like SPSS. For anyone who has no idea what that is, just know that once you get into graduate school and you start learning about research and stats, there are going to be a lot of different programs that you might use to collect data, to analyze data, especially for your methods section when you write your dissertation. And so that is currently what I'm learning about right now, and I'm using that to actually help my faculty member as well. What's really cool is that as you become a research assistant and as you help your faculty member out, you really get to understand sort of the behind the scenes of what it actually looks like to publish an article or to write something, a chapter in a book, or to actually even publish a book. And it's been really cool just to kind of see the behind the scenes of all the different rough drafts that my faculty member will go through and all of the different ways and methods that they will utilize in terms of actually publishing their material. And what's awesome is that a lot of these skills, a lot of these tools are the same skills and tools and methods that I can also use when I actually go through my own dissertation. In fact, one of the preliminary things that we've been doing is when we actually try and do a literature review, basically a review of the literature for a particular article, we will make a table on Excel and include things like the references, the authors, what the paper is talking about, the method they used, and basically our general thoughts about the paper. And what's cool is that this is the same method that I used when I was basically starting out my literature review. I made a table, an Excel table, where I basically had a section for the references for all the different articles that I collected, all of the main central articles that were relevant to my particular subject of my dissertation title, as well as different sections for the sample size, the population, how they conducted the experiment, what they used to analyze the data, the summary, the abstract, all of those different things, and finally the findings, so that I could go back to my literature review. And as I was writing my literature review, it made the process so much easier because I'd already done the preliminary work of collecting some of the reviews and some of the data and some of the articles that were really going to be centrally themed for my own writing. And so this is just a basic thing that I've been utilizing for my own research, but I've also been doing with my faculty member as well. And I've also been learning just some of the tricks and trade of collecting this data and analyzing this data and trying to figure out some of the stats things that we're using in our own stats methods course, and all just in general, all of the things that you might think about in terms of research. So hopefully, I know I threw a lot at you guys today about all of the things that I'm doing with my faculty member, but I just wanted to give you guys different perspectives and different ways that I'm using research in my dissertation, with my faculty member, and in general with school, so that perhaps when you guys go into graduate school, you guys can make that informed decision for yourself on whether or not you want to become a research assistant. I do have to say that it does pay okay. It's not great, it's not bad, but it does pay okay. It does have flexible hours, so I can basically put my hours wherever I need them, whatever makes sense in terms of around my busy schedule with school and other things going on. So if that sounds appealing to you, definitely check out becoming a research assistant, or find someone who already is a research assistant to ask them a few questions. If you guys have any questions about research assisting, definitely put it down in the comment section below. For anyone who is already a research assistant, please, if you have any other tips or guidelines, definitely also put it down in the comment section below. I'm sure the community would love that as well. All right, and that's all for this video. I'll go ahead and wrap it up, and I will see you guys in the next video.